Hello guys, Mr. Fluffy Pants here, and today guys another video, and today guys I'm reviewing Invincible Season 1, which is an Amazon Prime original animated show, which stars like J. Jonah Jameson and Stephen Yeun and all them, and this show was kind of overshadowed by some other shows releasing on the same day, like Falcon and Winter Soldier and some other things, but this show really got like some backing. I would really say the last 2 weeks because it wrapped up because it had 8 episodes. And like this is a very buzzy show. Like I've been hearing about like, oh, it's so good. And then the reason it made me want to watch it is I actually watched a very brutal scene that happened in the last episode, and I was like, okay, now I want to watch that. And that's the whole reason I watched it, because I was spoiled for it, and I was like, okay, that looks very interesting. So I decided to pop it on, and like I watched this like in a day. It was just so good, but. This will contain spoilers since it's been out for a while, so go watch it if you want to, because I would definitely recommend it. It's a very good show, but, pretty much Invincible follows Mark, Grayson, which is, the son of, kind of like, this, world's Superman, which is Omni-Man, played by J. Jonah Jameson, which is just such a great casting, but, he's from the, planet Voltmine or something like that, but he's a Voltronite, I don't know, something like that. But at the end of the first episode, there's like a bunch of superheroes. There's this group called Guardians of the Globe, which kind of protect the globe, blah blah blah. And at the end of the first episode, we see Omni-Man pretty much just like kill the Guardians of the Globe very brutally, like bloody and everything. And Guardians of the Globe almost kill Omni-Man too at the end of it. But all the Guardians are dead, and then he's severely injured. So they're like, hey, there's an attack on Omni-Man and the Guardians. We got to find out who did it. And there's like this agency with I forgot his name, but he's played by Walter Goggins. He's kind of like the I guess kind of like the shield of this universe, kind of. He's kind of dealing with the superhero affairs or whatnot. Cecil, that's his name. But I think that's some pretty good casting also. But he's kind of like the superhero affairs of this. He's got like this whole secret agency for the superheroes and stuff. Which I think is pretty good. And also the world building of the show is pretty good too. Like I really do like it. How Omni-Man was kind of like friends with like their superhero Taylor, which I think is pretty cool when he gets Mark to, go get his suit. But Mark gets his powers, and then there's also the big part of the show is like romance too, like with this girl Amber at school that he kind of stood up for her when she's kind of getting not really, I guess, harassed really, but. And there's also kind of a whole love triangle thing going between him, Amber, and Eve, which. Adam Eve, I think she's a great character too, but, and then I guess the whole, the thing you're wondering throughout the entire show is what is Omni-Man's, intention since he killed the entire Guardians of the Globe? Like, what's his end goal? What's his plan or whatnot? And that's what really drives the show, and throughout the show, we see different characters, come to realize that, he's the one that murdered him, because that's the only thing that makes sense. Like, you got this, Damien Darkblood, which is just kind of like a detective, throughout the show, and he figures it out first. And then, Omni-Man's wife, Mark's mom, figures it out. Cecil definitely figured it out. And everything's just kind of building to this epic climax in the last 2 episodes, I want to say. But, we also get, like, there's a lot of the, like, middle episodes is kind of like Mark, coming, like, I guess, kind of rising up to his father's legacy a little bit. Like, he's stopping heroes here and there. And also, like I said, the other, like, side characters, like, the Guardians, like, the new Guardians of the Globe, like, Rexplode and all them, Monster Girl and all that. Those are some very good, side character, not even really side characters, I guess just kind of returning cast. I really do like them throughout the entire series. Also that, the one episode where, like, the guy that turns into, like, gravel or whatnot, and he gets Mark to help him take down Machine Head. Yeah, I did find that episode, like, a little, kind of convoluted for no reason, like, at the end, how he just did that so he could be in power or something. I don't know, something like that. But, the whole Guardians of the Globe and Mark get the shit beat out of them in that, that confrontation with the giant, like, lion, tiger, space guy, which, the way they've, kind of animated that, made it look like he was just, someone was going to stop the blow, but no, he just straight up, like, rips through Mark's stomach with, like, a big axe, and, he's in critical condition because of that. And then, next episode, they go to college, blah, blah, blah. I do love how the college that was turned into the guys into, like, androids or whatnot. I like how he returned at the end of the series, and created robots of dead soldiers to help slow down Omni-Man or whatnot. Because, everything, like I said, everything gets to a climax at the end where, that agency, I forgot the name of it, but, they're trying to stop Omni-Man with, like, some villains and this giant like kaiju monster, because Omni-Man's trying to get to Mark, and then Mark's like, because Mark don't know that he killed the Guardians of the Globe, which we come to learn. Also, you got like these also returning characters of the Baller twins, which I really do like that. First, when they were in the first episode, I was like, but as the series went on, I come to really like them as villains. But also Robot, like that thing, that was just a little weird. How he's like this little dumpy baby, and then like he clones Rex and then goes in his body. Like that was a little weird. Like I wasn't really sure of his intentions, but because I thought he's just straight up be evil. But no, I can definitely see his intentions now. But it's definitely gonna be interesting moving forward. But. And then, like I said, everything comes to front in this last episode where, Cecil's like, I don't know if Mark's with him or against him, but pretty much also the Mauler twins, they revive God, I forgot his name, but the Immortal, which is one of the Guardians they killed in the first, or Omni-Man killed in the first episode. Which also I like the reveal that he was Abraham Lincoln. I don't know why I like that so much. That's just a neat little thing. But he comes back to life, and Omni-Man just straight murders him in front of Mark, and then Mark's like, "What did you do?" And then this little fight breaks out, I guess. Because kind of reveals his true intentions, how he's from Voltrum, but Voltrum is actually like a conquering, like a empire kind of thing, and like he was sent to Earth so he could weaken it so they could conquer it later. Which also you got that the space guy, which is making sure that Earth, is protected, played by Seth Rogen. When he comes back to Mark, he's like, yeah, there's or actually, that's like at the end of that, the 8th episode, but he's like, oh, well, yeah, Earth's off limits because it's scheduled for a Vulturemite takeover, so we know how we're going to deal with that, and I did like his character. I thought that was a pretty cool, like, more world building or whatnot, but pretty much, Vulturemite's kind of like this conquering thing, and, like, even, like, Seth Rogen's character, he's like, when Voltrum couldn't take my planet, they destroyed it, which, it definitely seems like kind of like Krypton, but I don't think Krypton was really like that. Maybe, probably not. But I don't know. I just felt that really interesting backstory because I never read the Invincible comics. I don't even think they were really that popular before this show came out. But definitely very interesting. But the whole fight, not really fight, but the kind of punishment Omni-Man puts Mark through, like throwing him through buildings and cities. You just see the destruction of people, dead, dying, blood everywhere. Like, it's, terrifying when he's getting thrown about through buildings like in Chicago and stuff. And then when they're doing the subway system, Omni-Man holds Mark in front of him and makes Mark cut through a train and just kill everybody. Like, yeah, that's just straight up mental abuse or whatnot. Mark's still trying to fight him. Even though Mark knows that his dad's way stronger than him. And, it all comes to a climax on a mountain where they're in a kind of like a crater, and Omni-Man's just, beating the shit out of him. Like, his face is all, like, pretty much mashed potatoes, like, pulpy and all that. And then, there's that meme scene, which, this is the scene that I wanted to watch the show for, but, he's like, thank Mark, like, why risk your life for this planet, and that's become a pretty good meme where, like, thank, I don't know, I just kind of like that, but, and then, when he's about to, pretty much kill Mark by beating him, Omni-Man's like, what we have left if I was here, Mark, kind of gasp out, because, he's, like, beaten really bad. He's like, I still have you, Dad, and that just makes Omni-Man break. He pretty much flies up into, out of Earth, going somewhere in the universe, crying, which, that was just really strong emotional beats. And then, the rest of the episodes just kind of wrap up and all that, but they were like, hey, we haven't seen Omni-Man while he's out of this universe. He meets back up with Seth Rogen's alien character. But, honestly, though, this show is just so great. Like, the kind of twist, not really twist, but the kind of, the show's driven, or at least the first season's driven by, like, what are Omni-Man's intentions? And I think he's played expertly by, J. Jonah Jameson. But even, Invincible Mark's character, I think he's just such a great character. The love story, not my favorite at times, or he don't end up who I want him to end up with, but it still keeps it interesting, engaged. I love watching him and his friends. I don't know, I just find the show really enjoyable, and like the world building, like I said, it's pretty good. But like, I think the one thing that kind of drew this shows that, it's adult thing, or it's a adult superhero cartoon, and there's a bunch of blood and stuff. Because at the end of that first episode, they get you hooked instantly. You're like, okay, this is definitely different. And I really do appreciate that. Honestly, the Invincible, like, for the emotional wise, like, I'm gonna give this show like a 9.3 out of 10. Like, this show's amazing. Like, the emotional beats, the story beats, the just kind of continuity of it. It's just so great, and I love it so much. And I think they already confirmed to season 2 and 3, so I cannot wait for that. But anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think about Invincible season 1 down below. What you guys think about it? Like I said, I give it like a 9.3 out of 10, which is pretty good for a show. But check out my Twitter, and also I don't really like animated shows that much, but also, one con I will say with the show, the animation does look cheap at times, but that's kind of understandable. They kind of put their effort more into the more, I guess, important scenes or whatnot. But check out my Twitter and Discord, link in the description. Like and subscribe for more. Check out some other videos, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.